Okay everyone, so we just got Poncho, Fraulein, and Natty here in the barn. And Becca's gonna do a little update on Poncho, kind of show his improvements over the last couple weeks. He's gained quite a bit of weight.
Yeah, so he still needs to gain a lot more weight, but you can see, you can still see his ribs, but like they're getting less visible. And then this line that goes right here is kind of going away now. His spine still pokes up quite a bit, but other than that, he's starting to fill out a little more. He has a long ways to go, still needs to gain quite a bit more still.
So here is a little before and after for you. I'm hoping we can continue to do this every month, get a photo standing here. So that was the before and this is the after, and I think there's a significant change.
One of the biggest things was his mane was completely rubbed down to the skin on his neck, and I've been putting just some MTG oil and some different things on there. And we already have like a couple inches of growth. Up here it's like gone crazy. Up here it's like already able to fold over almost.
And it was like down to skin almost.
It was his skin.
Yeah.
There. So
good job,
so
bud.
he's
You're
doing good.
good.
With his mane, and then
Are you going to leave these little parts or cut them all off so it's going to be even?
It looks unnatural if you take scissors to it, so I'll just let it grow out. This will catch up eventually. And then he'll pull this out as it grows. It'll even out on its own eventually. Up here, half of this will be gone because I got to shave a bridle path, to about there. So like that'll just be like a little chunk, so you won't even notice that. I've been brushing all of my horse's mane and tail out with this mane and tail herbal growth stuff. What is it called? Herbal grow?
Yeah, herbal grow.
Leave-in conditioner.
It's amazing.
It is the best stuff I've ever had just for a detangler and a leave-in conditioner. And it makes it like really, really shiny too. Like their hair just looks great after you use it, and it like detangles so well. And then for the growth part, I've been using original MTG oil. And I apply it at least once a week, but sometimes like twice a week, every 3 or 4 days, And if you apply it every day, it actually slows down the growth from what I've noticed. I've been using it since I was little on all my horses when they have mane problems. So if you use it every 3 or 4 days is what's best from my experience, and it really bumps up their hair growth. And then I also add, this looks terrible, but some coconut oil into it. So I'll put the MTG oil on first, let that soak in, and then in between the days that I use the MTG oil, I just put regular coconut oil on it.
I didn't know you did that.
Just those 3 products has been it. That's all
what you're
used.
doing?
Yep.
Cool.
And then keep it clean. If you keep your mane and tail, the skin clean and moisturized, it really helps with the growth. So he's doing good. Okay, so we also have Frolline in the barn. If you don't remember or you didn't see the video, these two came from the same place and they came together. Both were pretty skinny when they got here and wormy and stuff. So we got both of them wormed and they're doing good. They're healthy. She actually had an outburst of like warts on her face when we first got her, and we've been treating that, and it's gone away so fast and done so good. And I'll show you the product we've been using for that too. It cleared it up in a couple of days. It was really awesome. Then she was really underweight as well, which as you can see, you can still see her ribs, but she is starting to gain some weight, I think. Both of them are moving a little slower than I expected, honestly, on gaining some weight. But we've been feeding her at least a scoop of grain every day.
She's growing at the same time. She's gotten taller since we got her.
She has grown a heck of a lot taller, especially in her rear end. She's about to hit another growth spurt because her rear end is way higher than her front end.
And her rear end is actually taller than Nattie's.
Yeah, so she's just been growing like a weed, so you can't help but, she can't help but be skinny. Her tail is still shrimpy and short, but I think it's getting longer. It looks like someone cut it. I'm guessing it got in a big old knot and he just chopped it off.
Yeah.
At the bottom, that's what it looks like, and it has a weird texture like it was. So we've been working on that, doing the same thing, and like putting MTG oil on it. And then her mane is doing amazing and looks super pretty. Bryce has been doing everything with her. So I don't know, was her mane this long when we got her?
little shorter.
It might have been a little shorter, but it just looks a lot healthier now. She's looking really good.
Well, she's doing good.
Bryce has actually been working with her and has
yeah.
put a really tiny small kid saddle on her and then played with the tarp and just all sorts of
Some round pin lessons,
round pin lessons. She's obviously just a yearling, so we can't do a lot with her, but he's doing everything you can do.
And she's super sweet and just gentle. She has an attitude a lot like Nattie's, just real laid back. And then we have Natty
in here, and Nattie's been growing like a weed, and she looks thicker to me today than she has been, like bigger. Like she looks like she's getting bigger again.
She's changing all the time.
She needs to gain a little weight too, still. But she was pretty born when we got her too. They're just all still recovering.
As they're growing, it just takes a while because they're growing at the same time, so it's hard.
These two are growing so much.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
And we actually brought Natty in here because, like a lot of you know, out in the pasture, we introduced her to the herd, Natty, and she had a hard time kind of being accepted by the herd, and she still has somewhat, but Poncho, Fraulein, and Natty have all buddied up, and they stay together all the time. They've kind of created their own little herd. They're all real happy together, so we brought Natty. Yeah, it's just like they're a trio, so we brought Natty in here with them. Because she says, hey guys, don't leave me.
This is the lotion that I was using on the warts that Frolline had on her nose. So it's called Bye Bye Itch Lotion. Let's see what's in it. There's aloe vera, coconut oil, rosemary essential oil, and lemongrass essential oil. And it worked amazing. I just put it on a couple of days, and a couple of days later, it was all gone. Frolline is a yearling, and it is very common for yearlings to get warts because they don't have the immunity to it yet.
It's a virus, basically.
Yeah, so once they get warts and they go away, they'll have the immunity
built up
to it. So they normally only ever get it once in their life. But it is very common for at some point for a horse to get it. Most of the time they're yearlings.
And sometimes your horse will get it and you're not even aware of it too. Yeah. But then sometimes it will be more.
It's not dangerous unless, I mean, if it gets too bad, I guess it could be. But
for the most part,
it normally just clears up on its own. But it just looks uncomfortable, so I wanted to help her, and I put this stuff on it, and it did amazing. It's for skin irritations and stuff.
And we haven't used this long. A friend told us about it last year.
It's to there. That's how much we've used.
Yeah. So
that's it. So we've never had another bottle. This is our first bottle, and I love it. I've used it on many different like just any sort of irritation. And it clears it up by the end of the day. Like it's very, very good. So I'm gonna finish brushing out Poncho and put the stuff in his mane, and we'll brush out Natty and Fraulein too, and then we're gonna go weigh them and see the progress that they've made on their weight, if any. We don't know. I think they've both gained some weight, but we'll see. We have the numbers from last time, so we'll compare and see how
I'm
they're
sure
doing.
they've gained weight.
Yeah.
Okie doke. We'll go down in a minute. All right. So last time, I believe Poncho weighed
695 pounds.
695. I better get the door for you, huh? Good boy, Poncho. So again, most of you probably already know this, but if you're new to our channel, we're down here at Grandma and Grandpa's farm, which is right next to us. And this is an old scale room that they have. Probably it was used more for cattle, I imagine, but it's pretty cool. So this is literally the scale that he's standing on.
Yeah, about 756 pounds.
Okay, so 756 minus,
or like 58.
It would be 58. Okay, so that's like 60 pounds.
That's
so that's good. Not like
a couple pounds every day.
Yeah, a couple pounds every day. Yeah. Good job, Poncho. And so, how long have you had him? Do you remember?
Just about a month.
About a month. No. Okay, so Fraulein came right up here. And last time she weighed 520, Bryce, or 525?
520.
520, okay.
575.
575?
50 pounds.
So similar to Poncho's
55
weight, so that's pretty
They're
good.
they're both gaining a couple pounds every day.
Plus, yeah. Cool.
Yep.
Awesome.
That's good.
That's good, yeah.
Any improvement is.
So for just being with us for 30 days, these two are doing really well. We're happy with the weight gain and just kind of overall how they're doing. And we're so happy that Natty has Fraulein and Poncho to buddy up with. She's really good friends with Fraulein. They're kind of like two peas in a pod. It's really sweet. And Rebecca has just started working with Poncho in the round pen, doing a few lessons. And then just recently, he went down to the river for his first swim. So that was pretty exciting. Once he got in, he seemed to really like it, and Becca even sat on him in the water and he did really well. So we'll be doing occasional updates on Poncho here at Homestead Horsemanship, but for the most part, to see his swim and training and just kind of the full story, you'll find that over on Rebecca's new channel, Ranching with Rebecca. So make sure to go check that out, and if you head over there, make sure to subscribe. It's a great way to support her. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. We really hope you have a beautiful day. And don't forget, you can head over to our Patreon if you want to see more videos. We're very active over there.